Okay, hello, YouTube. This is a video response to Amelia's hot names in 2012. This first video is going to be on the girls. I'll then do one for the boys. So, and these are all the names that she mentioned. Not in any particular order, just because I only wrote down the ones I liked, and then I decided just to do a video on the whole thing, or on all of them. The first name is Adeline, and I love the name Adeline. I love it, love it, love it. I do not like the name Adele. I don't know, it's not a very feminine name. I don't know, I don't like it. The next name is Penelope, and I never really cared for Penelope that much before, but it has slowly grown on me. The next name is Violet, and that's another name that I never cared for. I didn't dislike it, but I never cared for it, and it's growing on me. I was gonna say it's glowing on me. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how names that you didn't really care for before, that you slowly start to like. The next one is Amelia, and this is nothing against Amelia. I like Amelia more than Amelia. I'm not real big on the names. Let's say, I guess a short A. I don't like the short A sounding names too much. There are very few that I like. But I love Amelia. It's pronounced a little bit differently. It's very subtle. And probably anyone who named their child Amelia, people would probably end up pronouncing the child's name Amelia more than likely than Amelia. I like it because this form of Amelia is actually the female form of Emil. So I like to keep the roots to that name, the M. The next name I have down is Harriet, and this has been a guilty pleasure of mine for a long time. I've loved this name. I don't know why. I've always loved this name. Now, I don't like the nickname Harry for a girl. That just does not work for me. I like the name for a boy. I like Harry for a boy. But, because I watch Harriet's Law, and they call her Harry. Or not Harriet's Law, but Harry's Law. Her name is Harriet, and they call her Harry. I don't like that on a woman at all. It's very... no. It's okay for a man to be Harry, but it's not okay for a woman to be Harry. Now, I had never thought of the nickname Hattie, before, until I started watching, and most of you probably know where I'm going with this, Parenthood. That show rocks, and, one of the grandchildren's name, the teenage girl, and her parents, her parents' names just completely slipped my mind, but her name is Hattie, and it is such a cute name. It fits her. Having the producers use the name Hattie has brought the name Harriet or Hattie into the century. So I think that's a very good thing. I like a lot of the classic names. The next one I have listed is Adele, and like I already said, I do not like that name. It's very harsh sounding. It's not very feminine sounding to me. It's just Adele. It's very... It has a very sharp end to it, and it's just... I like, girls' names that are a little bit flowier. The next name is Adelaide. I don't like this one. Or Adelaide. It's either Adelaide or Adelaide, I'm not sure. I don't know, I don't care for this one. I love Adeline. I love Adeline. I do not like Adelaide. I don't know, kind of, when I think of Adelaide, it kind of reminds, and this is so goofy, it reminds me of like lemonade. I don't know why, but yeah. The next one is Arabella, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I would much rather have a daughter named Isabella, and call her Bella, or call her Izzy, than Arabella. For the longest time, whenever I hear Arabella or read Arabella, I think of Airhead. It's not a good thing. When I was in school, I was picked on and teased. Not for my name, well, kind of for my name. But kids will find anything they can to tease you. And I don't want to help them find anything to tease my kids. So, yeah. Don't like Arabella. Hazel, I know I've said I love classic names. I hate this name. I think it is so, I don't know, it's just Hazel. It's just, I don't like the end, the Zul. I don't like that, the ending sound of it. Hazel, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The next name is Lydia, and I used to really like this name until one of my older friends, who I don't speak to anymore, but we didn't like part on bad terms or anything. Her name is Lydia, and I used to like it until I met her, and she had to tell me time and time again that she was named after Lydia from Beetlejuice. So now, whenever I hear that name, and I had seen Beetlejuice way before, but now whenever I hear that name, I think of creepy Lydia from Beetlejuice. It's unavoidable. I just... no. The next name is Mila, and I don't care for this name. Well, 6-7 years ago, I used to work at a daycare, and when I was in the older toddler room, which would be 2 to 3 years old, we had a little girl named Mila, and she was, oh, I couldn't stand that little girl. I know it's horrible to say, but she got away with so much. She was the lead teacher's pet. She loved Mila, and she treated Mila so differently than to the other children, and because of that, Mila was more of a brat than what she probably would have been, because the lead teacher let her get away with so much more stuff. Before that, I had never heard of that name, and I didn't like it then, after I met Mila. And I still don't like it. It's, I don't know, Mila. I don't like the me at the beginning. I don't like the me sound. I like the la. I don't like the me. And then there's one more name, and I actually kind of skipped over it. And that is Piper. And for the longest time, like, when I was in, like, middle school, I fell in love with this name from, the TV show Charmed. One of the sisters' name was Piper. And I love the name Piper. I can't ever use that anymore because I babysit for a little girl whose beautiful golden retriever's name is Piper. So they kind of ruined that for any baby name. I never would like consider to use it, but I like it on other people's kids. But now when I hear Piper, I think of the dog. So yeah, that it just don't work for me anymore. But those are the girls' names that Amelia thinks are going to be hot in 2012. I will get back with you with the boys' names.